Hi guys, it's me, Mr. Bertoch, your extremely handsome science teacher. And in this video, we are going to be learning how to solve the yellow cross. So, our next step in your journey towards becoming an amazing speed cuber and getting really fast at solving the cube is learning how to solve the top layer. Because you've got these two layers, the bottom layer and the middle layer, solved now, but the top layer is still all jumbled up. And we need to be able to move all of these pieces where they go without messing up these two layers, which is actually kind of complicated and requires you to learn some algorithms. So the first part of solving the top layer, the first thing you have to do is get a yellow cross on the top. Just like we did with the white cross on the bottom, we're also going to start with a yellow cross on the top. In order to do that, you need to learn an algorithm, which is kind of fun to learn because it sounds like a little creature, a fur-earth. I imagine in my mind a furry little creature, a fur-earth, F-U-R-U-R-F. Okay, that is the algorithm. But notice that the U, the R, and the F at the end of the algorithm are all prime. That's why they have those little marks after them. So it's F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Now, I want you to notice something. If I take the F's off, then what do I have left in the middle? I have reverse sexy, which you learned in the last video. So this is really just an F on the front and an F prime on the back of reverse sexy. This is why I had you practice that. So you already know this algorithm. That's the neat thing. Okay, so this isn't going to be too hard if you practice reverse sexy. But you're going to do, and it's also easy to remember because you just think of a furry little creature called an earth. If you forget the algorithm, just think, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, Bertoch said it was a furry earth, a fur earth, F-U-R-U-R-F. The fur is all normal, and the earth, the URF, are all prime. We're going to use fur earth to take this top, the way it is right now, and however yours looks, it's going to look different. Every scramble's different, but we want to get it from whatever it starts as to a yellow cross. If I have a dot or just the center of the yellow cross, it really doesn't matter how I start. Okay, I can turn this any which way I want and just start with fur. So remember, what is fur? If I'm going to do F, and then I'm doing the reverse sexy move, which is U, R, and then earth would be U prime, R prime, F prime. Now, notice that gave me a straight line, okay? So I have a straight line now. If I have a straight line, because remember, we're looking for clues on how to orient the top. If I have a straight line, I'm going to hold it so that it's straight up and down. Doesn't matter which way. I could go this way or I could go this way. As long as I do it straight up and down, it's really not going to make any difference. And I'm ignoring these pieces because they're corner pieces, okay, and we're just looking at the cross. So I'm going to hold the line so that it's straight up and down. I'm going to do fur earth again. Okay, F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. Okay, and that gave me an L. If I get an L, I want to put the L up in the top left corner. And if I go any other direction, the next step's not going to work for me. So I need to keep it up in the top left corner if I have an L. And I'm going to do it again. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And look at that. I ended up with a cross. And again, these two pieces we're ignoring because they don't matter right now, okay? But I have a yellow cross. So what am I going to tell you now? I'm sure you could predict. I'm going to tell you to practice, right? Practice, practice, practice. And it doesn't matter, like this cube is not now really solved, okay? And it doesn't need to be solved. To practice, you can just sit down and practice. So F, reverse sexy, and then F prime. F, reverse sexy, F prime. Get that muscle memory. F, reverse sexy, F prime. One thing I like to do when I'm scrambling my cube, because that's kind of the part that's the least amount of fun, is having to scramble the cube, is I like to do my finger tricks or practice my muscle memory as I scramble the cube. So you can go F, reverse sexy, F prime. That's fur. And then just maybe rotate it in another direction and do it again. And as you practice, you're also conveniently scrambling your cube. Well, hello. Thank you for watching my one-take rambling science video where I talk a lot and try to do as few and usually no edits whatsoever. So you hear all my ums and my awkward pauses as I try to collect my thoughts into my head. If you like learning about science, do me a favor. I have classes that I teach over on outschool.com, and you can find out about these classes by going to my website, which is Handsome Science Teacher, because I mean, look at this face, handsomescienceteacher.com, where you can sign up and get access to not only these videos, because you already have access to those, right? They're free, but also access to packets that go along with them and live conferences with me, where I teach you and grade your work and we learn together. I have an entire science curriculum from 5th through 8th grade science. Also, you are welcome to, if you would like to subscribe to my channel. That helps me too, just because it gets the word out about me.